My favourite memory was just, growing up here and just playing football with all the kids in the street. With those kids then coming up to the club and us all playing together. I mean, at that time there was kids on every street. Playing here as a kid and then coming back, being asked back to manage the B team and seeing a lot of the lads I played with when I was young turning up for training. So we brought the B team up to DC Park. Unfortunately we lost in the final, but getting a call a few days later from Alan O'Boyle then to manage the first team, that just was really good for me, really exciting. For me it means an awful lot to me. It's a massive part of my life. So I trained the first team and we're really working hard on that for the last few years. It's great to see how far the academy has come here. It's really exciting for the future.
If you get 20 under 6s or 20 under 7s or 20 under 8s in your academy, the whole idea is keeping it fun, bringing them through the whole club. If you bring them through the whole club, then you get the investments, the clubs, the pitches come. Seeing that kid play when he's 18, 20, 21, 25, down the line, he's fit, he's young and healthy, that's what you want.
It's very different to when I played soccer in school. So there was no club when I played soccer in school. So we went to the school, and in fairness, they gave us a coach and set us up with some matches, but we didn't have the level of coaching that I see today, which is amazing. It is really great to see the thought leadership going into the club, the coaching levels growing in the club, and even just the level of support for each age group we have for the girls' teams especially.
I've heard so much about everybody in this team. You wouldn't believe how much I've heard. And it's absolutely fantastic to see. I think there's like 16 or 18 of you here today.
A lot of us were playing for other clubs within the city. Successful teams and also very successful school teams. We were all going to the same school, mostly to the Bish. We always thought, well, wouldn't it be great if we had our own team? Why are you playing with West or you playing with Review? Why aren't we hang around together, we get the same bus every morning. We should be playing under our own banner. So that was a driving force to get the club going as well. There was a lot of talent in Renmore at the time.
Bernard Shapiro is a legendary figure within the club. He was obviously the founder of the club. Bernard's an important figure in Galway because he was also one of the founders of the Order of Malta. A particularly standout moment was when we went up to the Áras in 2013. That was important because President Michael D. Higgins used to live in Renmore, and he actually coached in the club, and Bernard coached Michael's children. And so we were able to bring our president up to meet the president of the country, and the two presidents had a great day together.
Well, growing up in Renmore, and we've been here for a couple of generations, the Duggan family, for me Renmore soccer was always here. Renmore soccer certainly has brought a community spirit on and matured that community spirit and gelled the community together. And since the pandemic, as a society and as a community, we all appreciate more the local aspect of our clubs, our amenities, our communities, how we gel together, our local businesses, and each one of those has its own part in supporting each other.
The second last match was against Crescent United. All we needed was a point to win the league. They came to visit us here in Renmore, and with a minute to go, Ollie Keogh scored a screamer of a free kick. We lost the game 1-0. But later that afternoon, word came from the far side of town that Hibs had drawn a match with Old Ground, who were a team based over in Shantala. That meant the final game the following weekend, it was all to play for. We needed a point, they needed to win. And the game itself, I've never in all my life seen as many people at a game in Renmore. The avenue, Renmore Avenue, was flooded with cars. The pitch was completely surrounded. The interest was that keen. And Hibs went into a 2-0 lead. And I thought it was gone, but I knew there was a resilience in the squad, and they wouldn't let it go that lightly. We practiced set pieces all that year. Noel Graney came up with the first goal to bring us a goal back. He was my vice captain, and it was left to the captain, John Welsh, with about a minute to go to score the equalising goal. And then we were tortured with 9 minutes of injury time by referee Pat Barry. No disrespect to Pat. I think there was huge elation when the final whistle blew and Renmore captured their first Premier League title.